I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Members of the Neversink Town Board will be drafting a formal policy banning employees from bringing guns to work. The issue came up this week after a gun brought into the town hall building was fired. Nobody got hurt, but as a result, Deputy Town Clerk Sue Kitson and Code Enforcement Officer Dave Sparling tendered their resignations. According to Neversink Supervisor Greg Goldstein, Sparling brought the handgun to the town hall in Grahamsville on Monday and showed it to Kitson, who, while handling it, pulled the trigger. The bullet hit a chair and went through the floor and wound up in the basement. Congressman Hinchey has revealed that he is being treated for a curable form of colon cancer. He plans to maintain a regular work schedule while he undergoes care. His doctors expect him to make a complete recovery. Hinchey is receiving radiation treatment and will have surgery at Albany Medical Center during the congressional recess period in June, and he is expected to maintain a full congressional schedule. Well, yesterday we told you about Congressman Hinchey's visit to the town of Wallkill, where he talked with members of a senior citizens group about health care and his belief that a Republican plan would destroy the Medicare program and leave many seniors without adequate care. But part of the story was happening outside the Town of Wallkill Community Center, where members of the organization Team Watch New York were complaining that they'd been locked out of the forum and denied a chance to question Hinchey directly about his position on health care issues.
We very much wanted to hear him today. We felt he would be talking about the budget, and he would be talking about the health care bill, and we had some questions that we would like to have asked him about that. And I feel that I have been discriminated against and that my First Amendment rights have been violated as well.
Inside the locked doors, Hinchey was taking swipes at those aligned with the Tea Party and the proposed GOP health care reforms.
Medicare prescription drug bill that was passed was done purposely to weaken Medicaid, to make it more expensive, more costly.
A Hinchey spokesman told us the community center's doors were locked at the request of the senior club, who wanted it to be a members-only forum. Port Jervis police had gotten the word of drug activity at an apartment at number 13 Neversink Drive, and last night Port and Deer Park police officers, armed with a no-knock search warrant, paid a visit to the residence. They confiscated crack cocaine as well as more than $1,000 in suspected drug money, and they walked out of the apartment with resident Avery Willis. The 34-year-old Port Jervis man has been charged with felony drug sale and possession. Port Jervis police say his arrest capped a several months-long investigation.
Good morning for the New York Lottery. I am Yolanda Vega.
A trip to the local supermarket turned into a lucrative experience for 75-year-old Eula Webb and 80-year-old Sam Creechy. The Middletown residents will be sharing a $1 million grand prize from the lottery's Empire State Millionaire Instant Scratch-Off game. Eula and Sam met the news media today at Associated Supermarket on Fulton Street in Middletown. It's where the two friends recently came in to buy some milk and then decided to pick up a couple of lottery tickets once they arrived.
I went up to Sam and I said, I need milk. Do you need anything? And he said, no. I said, you want to walk over with me? Because I like to keep him active. So we walked over, we got the milk, paid for it. He said, let's get a couple of tickets. So we did.
Webb retired after working as a Horton Hospital secretary. Before he retired, Creechy worked maintenance and security jobs for West Point in the city of New York. After taxes, each will get $16,000 a year through the year 2030. Both say the winning ticket will allow each of them to buy a new car. The state police have arrested an Ulster County man for breaking into the post office in Spring Glen. Investigators responding to a 911 call discovered the rear post office door had been broken and the inside of the post office building ransacked. State police say a jogger identified a car parked outside, and that led to the arrest of 46-year-old Abner Ortorlaza of Spring Glen. He's been charged with felony burglary and ordered held without bail in Ulster County Jail. State police say they recovered stolen packages outside Ortorlaza's residence. And members of St. Joseph's Church in Middletown took part in their Good Friday tradition, marching in a procession through the streets of the city. They are some of the thousands of Christians who reenact the route of Jesus on the road to Calvary, the site of his crucifixion. The Middletown March includes stops marking the stations of the cross along the journey that ultimately brings Christians to the celebration of Easter Sunday. Today's Good Friday observances come following statements from Pope Benedict, encouraging believers here in our part of the world not to abandon their faith. It looks like it could be a wet Easter weekend. Tomorrow will be cloudy with periods of rain likely. Temperatures will rise to around 60 degrees. There may be a few breaks of sun on Easter Sunday, but for the most part it'll be cloudy with a chance of more showers. It will be milder though, with the highs reaching into the upper 60s. Keep in touch with Record Online for breaking news wherever it happens, and you'll get caught up on all that's going on when you read the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.